There's our beautiful bluebird of happiness. It's kind of got, you know, when you smile and your cheek lifts up a little bit under the eye. It's kind of like that, like it knows a secret, and it's like, yep, got my worm, like, don't worry about it, it's happening. It feels like that happiness comes from, it's like right on the tip of your nose, right? It's like right under your nose. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. Like one of those like liminal times, like dusk or dawn, where the sun is either coming up or going down. Feels like there's all this swirling energy happening. There's magic in the air. And below the surface, so if we didn't know anything, let's cover up the bottom half and just look at the top. So if we don't, like, imagine this stuff is just, it's subconscious. It's not active in our vibration right now. But this is just what we know. We know that we're kind of looking back. We might be kind of past focused today a little bit. Looking at past sensitivities maybe. But there's like these swirling winds of change. There's kind of, it's shifting from either day to night or night to day, one of those two. You decide what that is for you. But there's some movement. But there's all this yellow, which feels like our connection to self and understanding ourselves in a deeper way. There's an external looking internal. So there's kind of an, you know, like we're in the doing mode, but we're also very, very self-reflective. And then what's below the surface, as crystals often are these gems of this like treasure, really. Look at how, and they seem massive compared to the bird. Like that's a huge piece of, that's a big amethyst geo, and that's a ginormous piece of aquamarine. Like that would be, that would be like what, bigger than the size of my fist. Like that's a huge piece of crystal, right? Like that's a treasure. So the treasure is kind of subconscious. I love that it's also this bluebird. So I feel like it's connected to the throat and like our expression, a bit of our intuition, but mostly like our personal self-expression. And that standing firmly on that is how we kind of can get to the worm, we can get to the dreams and visions and goals that are our spiritual dreams and visions and goals. They're connected to the crown. They're, how do, you know, what do we want in a big picture kind of way? Not necessarily like, you know, a new relationship or a better car or to live in a place, you know, find the right career. Like those things make up all the little facets, but overall it's a spiritual desire to feel connected to our higher self, to be nourished and fed, you know. But to be able to access it, we need to stand strongly on, there's like this kind of rectangular square shape here, and that's where we kind of get this equidistant cross too. So deep in our subconscious internally, right under that nose, is that understanding of our connection to ourself, and like expressing with really, really, with clarity and with like a stable, the squares are like foundational, right? Like being able to express it. And I'm stumbling over it. It was really well said for a second, but then as I started thinking about it, so bringing the brain into it, I think we need to connect to our hearts more, and that's what's going to give stability to that. If we try to overthink it and what it is we want and who we are, that kind of thing, but instead just standing firmly in it, being happy with it, that's how we're going to access this good stuff and let the energy swirl around us and let it warm us up. I like the idea of, like, some of you were seeing an otter in here. I like the playfulness of it. I think we can ease up a little bit, find some playfulness and ease, and not to get too serious. There's a lot of like light to it, softness to it, but it's very, very vibrant. Put a card around it. Yeah, I can still feel it in my throat. I feel like there's messages that we have to share with ourselves. Been a lot of birds for sure the past few days, the week. Oh, okay. 2 cards from the Mandala series. So first things first, and this feels like, yeah, there's change happening here. We wear different faces throughout the cycles of our life, yet we retain our core identity. So times of change can help us answer the question, who am I? So that's like, if we can stand on this foundation of like how we know ourselves, what is the core of who you are, right? That's what that's what we're uncovering. That's what's beneath the surface, is this strong understanding. And talisman. So we've got these, gems and treasures, right? So if we embrace the change that we're experiencing, right, and we stand strong in the core of who we are, we discover some wonderful gems. But be aware of the physical items you use every day. They retain the energy of your intentions. Whatever you do, do it with love, and you will imbue your entire life with magic. So as you're discovering things, be mindful of, I feel like you could like Marie Kondo your life. Does it bring you joy? Everything that you come across, you'll know it by your resonance with it. You'll know it by the energy that it retains, whether it's physical or thought form. Is it a worm you want to eat? Is it a gem you want to keep? It feels like a good day for inventory. To really kind of look at answer the question, who am I? And if things are present in your experience that aren't who you are, let go of it, let it change, let it go with the winds of change. It's a really good time to like let some of those things go, but also be aware of your intentions and your energy while you're experience things. Just like crystals, they like just repository for energy. Your whole life is like that too. This is for anybody who feels like pressure to figure things out. So this card's saying like, it can help you, like these times of change can help you with your core identity and like your core questions, the core, programming, and help you answer the question, who am I? And to just, be like the energy around you, you can decide, what's you and what's not. But this card is saying that you don't have to put too much pressure on yourself to figure that out. It says, who are you? A definitive answer eludes any attempt to catch or contain it. So it's not going to, like our purpose, our identity, it's so complex and multifaceted. It's never going to have just like one answer, So just put down the net and open the heart. Allow your truth to flow. You're not merely the vessel, nor the seed, nor the flower. You are like water in a cycle of infinite evolution and a vital part of the all. So you're meant to be here. You're absolutely valued and worthy and all those things, but you don't need to put a name to it or justify it in any way. You can, and it can be fun, but if you're not having fun chasing the butterfly, just put down the net. It's okay. It is the worm. Oh shit. That's our little worm right here, isn't it? Oh my gosh, too fun. Fantastic. All right. Well, I hope you all have a really wonderful day today. Look at our bird, got the worm. Look at that. We caught the worm, friends. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Saturday. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.